Hello, this is your end of January dark moon meditation. As ever, I'm delighted to bring this to you from a church. It is the St. Teresa of Calcutta Church in Ferguson, Missouri. And the message, as I was getting this ready, was about infusing love into our giving. That's a St. Teresa quote. But the infusion of that love carries a strong current. It's the way through. So as we're on this path of enlightenment and as you're going through this meditation, I want for you to imagine that your breath is being infused with love. Your whole body is being infused with a current of softness and love. And this is the beginning of the new lunar year. So, without bringing the mind into it too much, you may have recognized that you have completed some things. Maybe you need some recognition of things that are actually successful for you in moving forward. You're standing a little brighter, taller now. Maybe you commune and know yourself a little bit better, can use your voice or speak to, stand for something that feels integrated now. Oh my goodness, and those church bells are playing right at the right time. So, in deepening your breath, if you could imagine that your breath is like light, we'll start this shamanic clearing meditation. And I was reading some things about St. Teresa and how it was known that she had this battle with spiritual darkness. And what I've found with some of the dogma in certain religions is that there's a missing piece with that true presence coming from within you, that physical and spirit integration. I have no idea if that's what she was going through, but she was a medium. She could see light and dark. She could receive messages from angels and demons, apparently. And this ties into this week. This week in session, it has been very much about the lightness and the darkness kind of being in the same basket. And that love, that current that flows through both of them is from one spirit and the same. So as you're deepening your breath and imagining that your breath is like light, I want for you to bring in acceptance of everything as it is right now. As if you're standing on a line, including all of you and all that you've been through, all of the lightness, all of the heaviness, and embracing it, bringing it in. You might exhale with sound. Breathing into the back of the body, breathing through the fingertips, filling up the lungs. Breathing down the right side of the body and the left. We're going to start with a gorgeous flower above you or in front of you, calling all of your energy back to this flower, out of any other space, place, time, away from any person or work, any heavy emotion, any to-do list, any depression. Any inherited karmic lessons, any collective energies, to just bring you in, let it bring you into present, let it filter through this flower and bring your power and presence, your empowerment back to you. And along with this, bringing your eyes and ears down to your heart space. Opening the heart to receive your own essence, calling light and love and direction into this space, asking for your guides, your highest, most vibrations to be welcomed in, your own truth to be welcome in. And to come in and down, all the way, and everyone else, everything else must go. Connecting to your mission, your purpose, your integration, and an alchemical prayer for you today, the one that will carry love, that current of love through you and ripple out to your work, your community, the land, this gorgeous nature within you, deepening relationships to self, to others, to the earth. A gorgeous enrichment and nourishment of your spirit and your presence and your true essence, becoming one with your body. Breathing in like your breath is light, and exhaling anything out that doesn't serve you, The affirmation coming through is, I know who I am, I know what I am here for, I know what I am. In through the nose and out the mouth. Down through the spine. Exhaling out, maybe with a sound. Ha. And I want you to imagine that there's an infusion happening. These guides surrounding you, your guides, are bringing a light, like a cocoon around the body. And as you breathe in, breathing in that softness surrounding you, and you might imagine that there is a light that is an infusion, like that current of love coming in and down through the muscles. And it's drawing off heavy emotions, gifting them to those guides surrounding you and anything else in the body, anywhere else that comes up, something that comes to mind, offering it to a violet flame or box outside of the body, to one of these guides. Whatever that is, wherever you don't feel as strong, wherever it's located in the body, wrapping that up, giving it to this flame so that it can transmute into something greater. Again, breathing in that current of love, that softness to this space. I want you to imagine that there is a rose that is dusting you off, dusting your eyes and your forehead, dusting your body. And this rose is just such a high vibrational energy. It wants to go to a certain area where something has been left behind, where there's some holding. Is that at the navel, above the navel, or below? And it's as if this is filtering and drawing it out, removing any of the blocks, any of the storage files or records. And when it's done, repeating in another area. Where else does a rose show up? At the navel, above the navel, or below? It circles around, it filters, it balances, it brightens. And then there's an infusion that comes, that current of love, your presence and true essence coming into the body where you've released something. You might notice a color or a feeling. Take a couple of breaths here, remembering the mantra, I can receive. We want to invite you into the energy center where it's most beneficial to bring you into your innermost sanctum there to receive a gift. Is that at the navel, above the navel, or below? This flow and this current of love bringing you in and to that energy center. allowing your focus and attention to rest right in the center of that energy center, tuning into your light, inviting that light or that feeling or that temperature to grow, to become full and whole. And then inviting you into the innermost sanctum of that energy center. Again, that might have a feeling, that might have a color. Your intuitive knowledge is perfect. Just your willingness to show up and be willing to go there means it's already done. Again, imagining that those guides are embracing and pouring light and infusion all in and down through the body now. There might be a rose that shows up in one of your energy centers to show a completion. Now we're calling in those higher octaves from way above the head. So if you could imagine there's this gorgeous, sparkling light, this flow of abundance streaming in and down, this never-ending, unconditional, loving support, this current of connection coming in and down and through the crown, eyes, the throat, coming all the way in and down through the sides of the body. It's going into the meridians and massaging the lymphatic system, placing a one-way drain to offload anything that can automatically loosen and go. That light pouring into and through the navel, the belly, through the skin, the biggest organ in the body, down through the knees, all the way through the toes, massaging the heels, and anywhere else that light, where you want to bring that light. And in session, this physical to spirit connection, where can we bring this light in order to make that connection stronger for you? One of the themes of this week, is it at the navel, above the navel, or below? Bringing your eyes and ears there, resting your focus and attention in that energy center. And first you tune into your light. And then we release anyone else's energy, any boxes or storage files. And are you drawn to the left, the right, the front, the back, the top, the bottom, the center? And allow yourself to face that area, getting curious. What are we processing here? It could have a shape. It could feel like an emotion, or wherever you're drawn, even in the center, allowing yourself in and offering that to a violet flame outside of the body, opening the window or opening the door, bringing into alignment, bringing the medicine in and down. Receiving any messages and just listening. And you can even use the whatever that is, releasing that, gifting that to Source in order to bring this into alignment. Really trusting yourself that your presence here knows the way. It's happening. It's already done. Again, feeling into that current of love, your true presence and true essence, that gorgeous spirit mana. Bringing your eyes and ears to rest in the heart, like you're resting your head on a pillow in the heart. How good does it feel to rest here in your gorgeous heart? Bringing all of that lightness and darkness and all of the acceptance, bringing all of what you are and what you seek in for a gorgeous, ginormous hug. I love you, you love you, you are loved. Your truth is love. Again, feeling into that undercurrent. And this is the love that is infused into giving and receiving. This is the love infused into the earth and your nature. This is the love infused into relationships. And if there's any block or any roughness that you feel, take a breath or a moment to give that part of you in this space a little extra hug. We're going to spiral in a little bit deeper as this other theme is about being a baby, that connection to nurturance and mothering and this unconditional love. Any inherited energies that would be resisting or blocking your true presence for just being as is and infusing all that you do. We're going to ask to search the heart. They might be from your mom's or your dad's side. And if it feels unknown, then it's whatever that is, wherever that comes from. Any statements, soul contracts, any vows, any heavy emotions, any this is the way we do things, honey, or we didn't know how. Handing that in a violet box over to that ancestor with grace and ease and honor. Bringing that same violet light to below the feet, surrounding the heart and anywhere else in the body where this is being released from. Breathe in, breathe out, let it flow, let it go. Bringing eyes and ears into the heart. Whatever you're witnessing, we're just bringing embrace to, that you're processing and moving this out of the body. So thankful and grateful to move this through and offer it for something greater. So any energies that would be holding this in place are also being flushed out, given back to source. Again, this is that ripple. Anywhere in the body that needs a rose to filter the rest of this out, bringing that to the area of the body. These guides, that filter that extracts, and then it brings your presence full and center, aligned, empowered. Now this, you as a baby, we're staying here, sticking with this. And is this energy at the navel, above the navel, or below? Taking a breath and bringing your energy in and down to that space. Knowing that physical to spirit connection is getting stronger. I want for you to allow your focus and attention to rest in that energy center. Are you drawn to the left, the right, the top, the bottom, the center? You might notice your light first, making your way to wherever you're called, and embracing and hugging this space. We're turning a light on, and that you as a baby, if you could imagine a light surrounding you at that age, that you're being rocked and swayed. But this baby is showing an area of the body where something was absorbed or inherited. And this baby trusts you to move this out of and through the body, to give it back to source. Any implants or explants, any secondary symptoms, any trip wires being gifted away. All implants and explants and trip wires. Any identities connected to them given to source. And when you are ready, if you could imagine that current of love refilling your entire body, filling up this baby, surrounding them, bringing that current of love to the back of the body. It might be up through the feet, and allowing your eyes and ears then to rest in the heart, receiving. We're going to allow that receiving to continue to fill you up. Any leaks, tears, cuts, rips, holes, or fractures, for those roses to go anywhere else they need to in the body for repair, and for any listening and messages to happen for you. And I'll leave you here. Thank you so much for joining me.